What's happening, guys? It's Famine from Famine Studios. Welcome to Show and Tell. Wow. This is where I'm going to show you some things that I got for my birthday weekend and tell you a little bit about them. GrimeCity had been kind enough to send me some prototypes of his waste bins, his sci-fi waste bins. I can link to the Etsy, but I'm pretty sure he sold out of the release. I wanted to give them the Gimmick Starport treatment. I've done some graffiti on here, not quite finished. I want to seal this up, give it some heavy washes, but I added some caution. Changed the waste logo to waste not, want not. Some graffiti on there. Something a little bit fun, a little bit gimmick flavor to it, and I'm really excited. I'm really proud to have this in my collection. So again, thanks GrimeCity. Just another something I'm working on, some Kit Bash chairs. These are from a squeezing super glue. You squeeze the sides of it, and this was on the inside against the bottle. Cantina stool, wooden block off of a piece of trim, and I just punched that one together. And then same principle here, piece of trim for the bottom, a casting from Diorama Accessories, bottle cap with some cardstock from the back of a cereal box. The stems for the chair backing are Q-tips, and I used my drill, my hand drill, to punch 2 holes, fed that through, and again, it's that same squeezy bit, so there's that. So the first things that I got this birthday weekend that I picked up for myself, because sometimes you got to treat yourself. Sometimes you just got to do it. I got this Batman Flash. You can see Ezra Miller's Flash is in, you know what? Batman. I got it for the bike. Love this bicycle design. Probably going to do it up somewhat like Akira meets Acid Rain for the cyberpunk-ish area of my city. Don't know what I'll do with Batman, but I love this thing. Thought it was cool. Picked up the Kenner-inspired deco Boba Fett. The price on this is ridiculous. Thank God. Thank whatever deity in the universe. Thank my cat that I had a Target Red Circle savings. We stand coupons in this household, and you should too. So I was able to save some money off of this, and I justified this purchase, but it's very simple. He is going to become another Mandalorian for my army of Mandalorians that reside on the outskirts of the Gimmick. Yeah, but right now, it's pretty cool. I think that they did a really good job capturing that Kenner look, but I think it's atrocious that they're charging that price for less paint application for an existing mold that they've already made their money on. Picked up this Hammond Collection Jurassic Park 3 Alpha Male Raptor. This is my favorite raptor design from the films, barring the female from JP3. I am going to customize this probably with a replacement head. I'm surprised that this head looks the way it does. I thought for sure it would look a lot better. The product shots showed it a lot better, and there's a lot of third-party vendors making better replacement heads for this, so I'm going to pick that up. So I got these Hoying Way and BGM plastic containers. They say they're for 110 RC accessories, 1/10 scale, but I picked them up because they are in space and they can be anything, and they look like little Pelican cases. If you know me, I buy Pelican knockoffs like it's my job for storage of things, and I thought these would be great to have a gimmick somewhere. This guy was on sale on Amazon for 14 bucks. It's Kane from Alien. I wanted it simply for the spacesuit. I think I already have Kane. This is probably going to go inside of the Jackalope as an extra spacesuit. Last but certainly not least, off of my pickups, I got this Klieg Mercenarize. I don't know how it's said. He's from Judge Dredd, and honestly, I thought it looked like an alligator in a Fallout Vault suit, and I thought that was really cool. He's going to be a great alien. I'm going to do some customizing to him, but I think I'm going to make him more along the Fallout vibes and stick him in the desert. Damn thing's huge, and for 20 bucks, like, that's a hell of a figure to get for $20. That's so dope, and the fact that I did it with, credit from work for being a good employee. Yay, capitalism. Real quick, I want to show you this free Triceratops that I got at a yard sale a couple weeks back. One of the towns outside of mine had a yard sale day, but it was a complete wash, so a lot of people just threw boxes of free stuff out, and this Triceratops from Jurassic World was one of the things that I picked up. You know me, love Megafauna and Gimmick, love Jurassic, so got myself a free Triceratops. Yeah. Here's another freebie that I picked up out of a box. It was included. I'm probably going to take it apart and cast some of these pieces as greeblies for other ships, especially since this is in a scale that I don't use. But nonetheless, it was free, and we love free in this house. Hell yeah. One of the places that we used to frequent was Toy Wiz down in, I think it's Nyack, New York. They closed for the pandemic, but apparently they've opened up their location again, and I was able to get was able to get Moff Gideon, the carbonized collection version. I don't actually own a Moff Gideon, and it doesn't look too abhorrent like some of the other carbonized figures do. So I'm trying not to blind you with the light here, but I'm happy I have him. Will likely use this figure for a custom. As much as I love Moff Gideon, he's not really somebody who's in gimmick at this point in time. Who knows? Maybe another time he might meet a variant of himself or something like that. Who's to say? Also, I picked up a armor, somebody I'd been looking for a while, only a couple of bucks over suggested retail price, which is fine. What I recommend when you're at Toy Wiz, I don't know if they're aware of it, and I also don't want to tell them because I don't want to make a mistake, but check the price tags. There were 4 of these on there, and each one had a price tag of like $20.99 or $24.99. This one was $16.99. It had nothing to do with the card quality or anything. It was all the same figure. Just looks like they appraised it and stuck it up there at the time, and I was able to get this one at the almost retail price. So Toy Wiz, check them out. They're pretty cool. I appreciate them having 1/18 scale Star Wars stuff on card in the store. So we stopped at a store before one of our adventures on Saturday called, it's a local place called Elisa Halloran Designs. They're on Lark Street in Albany, New York. I picked up this JP3, or alternatively, this may be one of the KB Toys exclusive Dino miniatures that came with some of their exclusives. I'd never seen this in person. The paint apps are spectacular on this. This hasn't been roughly played with by a kid. There's no chew marks, which happens, and the reason that it actually has led us to believe that this is from one of the KB Toys setups is because it doesn't have the JP3 slash, which would have made this a camo extreme figure, which came out right before those. So I'm happy to have this in my collection. It may be worth a little something, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to keep it, probably going to keep it as is and just put it with my JP stuff, because I don't own a lot of JP3 things on purpose. I think that toy line was pretty much doo-doo, but these little guys are neat, and I love these kind of, you know, jungle paint schemes that he's got. I also picked up some miniatures that they had for 50 cents. I got a cat and a little Scotty, or a Yorkie, I'm not sure, I don't know dogs very well. But looking for a lot of miniature cats that can scale 1/18. This one looks like he's seen some shit, so he will be getting a little more toned down paint job for those eyes. But man, nightmares have been witnessed by this guy. Got this episode 3 figure, She's Seen Better Days. This is Shakti, is it not? Shakti, picked her up for a couple of bucks. I'm going to pop her hands off on her head, put her on a different body. There's not much I can do with the rest, but always good to have fodder, and for that price, hell yeah. I think this was mail away, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Darth Maul from 1999, the hologram figure, for a couple of bucks. I actually think it might have been $1. Not entirely sure on that, but hell yeah, like hologram figures, I could underlight it, I could sidelight it, make some cool effects. Maybe I could paint this and make this a statue at a Sith temple. You know, the face is vague enough. I could do some cool things with that, so great find there. One of the cool things we did was we hit some of the gacha machines at
Mitsuwa Marketplace
in New Jersey. It's a Japanese market, and then there's basically a strip mall of other Japanese stores, and this is one of the things I got. Cats in gimmick are revered much like the Egyptians do. Nobody messes with the cats. So I got one of these little praying cats that I'm going to have a little cat temple for. Maybe paint it up to look like my old cat Spicy, who has long since passed away. I think that'd be a neat way to honor him within gimmick. I think that's really cool, little praying cat. And inside there's a piece of literature that shows the different designs of the cats for this wave, and I think that's pretty cool. Like these little cats in prayer, deep in thought. Maybe they're just thinking, or maybe they're about to eat a mouse that's cupped in their hands. We don't know. One of the other gacha machines that I played had this as like the display on the thing. I really wanted it. I hemmed and hawed, went back and forth, and I put my coin in, my token, and I got him. He's going to be the chef at the sushi bar that I built in gimmick that you've seen in other videos. It's outer space. It looks super freaking cute, super funny, so he's going to go in there and he's going to be selling sushi and other things in space. Last but not least, we hit up a couple of the other stores, one of them being a Japanese dollar store, and I picked up these 2 shipping containers. There were only 3. Jason got one of the other ones, but they're metal. They do open, so that's cool. Have a little extra storage. Probably weather them up and put them in gimmick in the industrial yards, but they do stack nicely. I know they're not precisely 1/18 scale for obvious obvious reasons, but they are shipping containers. It is outer space, and these will work. You can fudge scale if you're comfortable with that. If you want to make, something that's smaller, why not? Who's to say that the Ugnaughts have a use for a giant shipping crate, whereas they may use smaller ones? Use your imagination. Come up with your own way. Build your worlds. I picked up these 2 racks. I think they're really great. As you can see, this is showing that it's a rack for like Hot Wheels to showcase them. I'm going to use them as this will probably be like a hospital bed or a workbench in a garage. This one, it's got some clearance on it. Maybe I'll put it up on lifts and have that be a, shelter for rain or whatever. But they say it's for, tanks and bulldozers, things like that. Large size rack. It's got that diamond plating on it, which I like. And this one also has that kind of roller rack look to it. So that was a cool find. They did have a lot of other miniature stuff there. I did pick some of it up. They say that these chairs are 1/12 scale. I defy you to find a 1/12 scale figure that will fit in there, unless I'm wrong. Maybe 1/12 is not 1/12 scale. They are, however, really close to 1/18 scale. So I've got some like bus station seats for maybe where I have a loading area for the transport that's going to be coming into Gimmick to move people around throughout the city. As I've been adding more greenery, I wanted to do some things without leaves, and this cactus is super cool. This was $1. Why not? Just another little miniature add-on for Gimmick. This is another one. I'm not going to take it out because I have to put it together, but I got this movie theater seat. I misunderstood and thought because it says 4 items and have a fun time together, I thought all 4 items came in it. But I got that movie theater seat. That's going to go into a ship inside the seating area. I love it. Really excited to build that. I got this cat. He's on a swing. It is this cat right here. I'm going to paint that up to look like Miss Hit Girl. Super cute. I want to have all the cats that Kenny has and that I am helping take care of because I love them so much. I want to have them in Gimmick and represented, and that's just perfect of her sitting on a swing. So that's really cool. Got that. And last but not least, this was from the Gacha machines. They had a Pokemon set up for the Gacha machines. I love Mew and Mewtwo. I really wanted the Gengar or the Mew. I grabbed one of the pods, popped it open, it was Mew, so Mew will make an appearance somewhere in Gimmick from time to time in the background of photos. This community has grown exponentially. World building is, taking off. It's super hot right now. Here's just some of the things going on around Gimmick as I'm working on stuff. I don't want to give you too much. I don't want to give it all away, but just give you a little bit of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. I know it's a little longer form than I've been putting up recently. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up. Favorite thing that I got, please mention it in the comments below. Share this channel with a friend. We just hit 700 subscribers. We hit 80,000 views. That's so cool. I appreciate you. It was a great birthday weekend. Thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I hope you guys are well. Be good. Take care of each other. Too sweet me. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe, too. Do those things that are on the screen there.